We're continuing to cover a developing story this morning out of the nation's capital, where we're taking a look at the looming TikTok ban, which is set for this coming Sunday. Here to break down what will happen if it is banned is a senior cybersecurity student from Cedarville University, David Reed. David, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I think the big question right now everyone is kind of having, and it might be a little bit of a mixed message, is what is going to happen exactly? Does the app just disappear if it's banned?
Well, great question. It's a valid concern. We've seen this before with Fortnite, for example, when the creators of it got into a dispute with Apple. What usually happens is these apps are simply removed from the App Store, so you can no longer download them, but the app itself is still on the phone. I actually just got on eBay, and you can still buy iPads today that have Fortnite on it. There's sort of a niche market for it. So I think with TikTok, what's going to happen is it's not going to be on the App Store for the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. So it's not going to get updates. It's not going to get new users, but you'll still have it on your device. And so you'll still be able to use it. But of course, over time, it will degrade, and no support and no new user base will limit its growth.
Yeah, you kind of just led me right into my next question. So how long do you think it would take then for the app to kind of no longer be usable? Obviously, you know, Apple does that a lot with even its phones and its software updates. So is there like a time limit, you think?
I think it just depends. And I think if it is removed from the App Store, ByteDance may say, too, we're simply going to shut the servers down. We're not even going to operate the backend that hosts the content. So I think if it were to happen, it would probably be quite quick. And so someone else could maybe come along and sort of try to extend its life in sort of a rip-off way. But overall, I don't think it would take quite long.
And why not just make it disappear instead of this slow phase out? Is there a security concern that people need to be worried about?
Well, I think there's ramifications when a company goes in and removes an application from a phone. And so I think the most strategic way to think about it is, what's the choke point in the software lifecycle? And so it's much easier to simply pull it from the store so that no one else can get it. And so over time, what people will find is if it is pulled from the store, it'll no longer be usable, and people will just start to delete the app. And so it'll kind of just phase out. And I think it probably is worthwhile to delete the app because there are valid concerns behind its privacy and security for its users.
All right, David. Well, I appreciate you breaking this down. This is some new information that we certainly haven't been able to focus on, so we appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
God bless.